So I begin with the first question from Greg. Do you plan to offer metrics monitoring service, such as hosted Grafana configured to monitor Scaleway services?
Yeah, I can answer for this one. We are going to deploy a lot of monitoring dashboards on many products that we provide on Scaleway. So, but I don't know exactly if we provide directly a connection through Grafana. It's a question more for Pierre-Yves. Do you know if we have this kind of feature for the next months?
I think Pierre-Yves has troubles with internet.
Yeah, let's keep this question, and we are going to answer in several minutes, or maybe after directly.
Okay, and Pierre-Yves, if you can hear us, you can also type directly below the question. Jean-Guillaume is asking, I see bare metal in Elements, but there is bare metal in Dedibox, right? What's the difference?
Yeah, that's a current question, a common question, sorry. Bare metal, it can be for people just a dedicated server as Dedibox. Bare metal is more than a dedicated server, because we provide firstly something that everybody wants. It's to have a cloud built a cloud billing system. So it means per hour. That's something that we don't provide on the Dedibox. So firstly, if you need a dedicated server, a pure single tenant hardware, you can pay for a Dedibox or bare metal, and for several hours it will be cheaper to use bare metal. But bare metal is not only that. So we decided several years, okay, it's roughly 2 years ago, to stop the implementation of new features for Dedibox, because we don't want to increase too much the price and to have this situation for our customers. Because for so many people, Dedibox and dedicated server, as we provide per month, is in us. So that's Dedibox. But here, for the bare metal, we use, okay, an hardware as a Dedibox, but we provide that under the billing system per hour. We provide that under the same console, and we provide new features. So I agree with the fact that many people say, yes, I don't have whole features that I would like to have to implement a real architecture. But you can look on the web page of bare metal and see the roadmap that we have. And okay, there is a monitoring, there is block storage, there is new offers, there is private networks, there is block storage. I say that maybe 2 times. There is other features that you can read there. And as other products, we decided to say, okay, we deploy a new product. It's not the same billing, the same pricing tables, but you have a lot of features that people want to implement a real cloud platform.
Okay, just before pursuing the questions, I saw that in the people that are currently on the webinar, there are a lot of people from Epitech. So maybe if you want to just say hello in the chat, because maybe you are here because you have a question or a use case that you want to answer, please do not hesitate. Laurent is really here for you. Do not hesitate. So the third question about Jean-Guillaume again, you mentioned AMD and Intel component. Are the machines behind your bare metal offering standard built or custom built?
Standard built or custom built, it's a double question at the same time. So firstly, regarding the history that we have in Scaleway, we build our own hardware in the past. It's not the case for several years now. We decided to stop that and to buy hardware from companies that do that as professionals, better than us. So we buy from providers as Dell, HP, Quanta, and other providers or hardwares. Secondly, the custom build, yeah, we custom, because when we buy, we don't buy the classical configuration that you can buy for your company. So yeah, we add several components to have the configuration and the best configuration that we think is the best to use all the hardware. For example, if you have this kind of CPU, we have the good numbers of memory to use all buses with the best performance.
Okay, next question is from Gael. Is it possible to have a KVM over IP interface without Java?
The good question. Maybe Gael, can you ask maybe why? Because yeah, I know sometimes Java is a bit difficult to have with a good version, etc. on your web browser. Just specify why. And yeah, we provide the KVM through the BMC the BMC connection, the hardware part that we have when we buy a server. So if there is a KVM from Dell with ID rack.
Gael has written in the chat, because Java is hard on macOS. On macOS,
yeah. So I don't provide really another answer. Let's maybe install a VM on your Mac with the best operating system. Let's install in Linux or Windows to provide another system with Java. I know it's not the best answer, but it depends on the technologies that we have from the hardware.
Okay. Hello, Thomas, and hello, Siwen from Epitech. There say hello. Another question from Rafael Ricardo. The balancer plans to provide a page or custom errors when it cannot derive traffic against any backend. I don't understand really the question, but I don't know if it's a question. It's maybe not a question.
Is it a question which is begun by the balancer plans?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Oops. So the balancer plans to provide a page or custom errors when it cannot derive traffic against.
Maybe, Rafael, you can just precise if it's a question or just a quote, or because we cannot understand for the moment.
I think Rafael wants to know if there is an issue on the traffic that you have under the balancer. Is it possible to reply with a page, with a web page, with an error, with a message? Yeah, it's in maintenance, or I don't know. So if it's for that, our balancer is not deployed to do this action. The load balancer can be used, okay, for HTTP, but it can be used for other usage. So, for example, if you split the traffic for databases, you don't have a web page there behind. So it's not really due for that. So I suggest to design your platform to have this kind of workflow. So if there is this traffic down, the traffic of the balancer, you send, for example, a API request to say, okay, the traffic move to this server or these 2 servers available in case of downtime, for example. Hope it's the answer that you.
Yeah, I think
asked.
I think it's it. Yeah.
Great.
It's written in the chat that it's okay. And he has another question. How can balancing, I think it's load balancing, be done on servers when the IPs of the instance change when restarting?
So how can balancing be done on servers when the IP? So yeah, no, when you buy and when you order an instance on Scaleway and you restart the server, you have the same IP because you have an IP associated to your instance. So when you restart the instance, you have always the same IP. And if you add another server to scale up, to scale down, to scale to scale out, you need to add the IP to the load balancer to add the resource in the system.
Raphael is saying that it does not give to him the same internal IP.
The same internal IP? You mean IPv4, maybe IPv6? I'm not really the specialist for that. But IPv4 is always the same. Let's move forward, and maybe at the end I can share my screen on the console to show how it works.
Okay. Next question about Guillaume, from Guillaume. Which availability do you provide with your bare metals, and how do you provide it?
Yeah, so the availability, and hi Guillaume, it's a friend. So is really so until now, and regarding the contract, because that's the end that everybody will want to know. Under our current contract, the SLA is associated to the support plan that you take. So it's 99.9% by default, so the basic plan. And it can be with 2.9 if you take the enterprise or the business plan. So 99.99%. And currently the support plan, so the SLA associated, is associated to your account. So if you take a plan, all services that you are going to take will be with the same SLA. So I know that the network SLA can be not enough in several cases, and we are going to provide better conditions with more details, and for several customers, we have done several special conditions regarding the size of the company.
Okay, next question. Say we are several PPL, each working on a distinct project. Do we have to use the same bare metal instance pool, or can we manage projects separately?
Yeah, so if I understand correctly, you have several people and you want to manage it with several accounts. So if we are going to provide multi-projects and multi-users in our console and in our system. So when you would like to add, for example, 3 users, and these 3 users have access only to this project. So let's say the project Paris, and the project Paris, there is 3 bare metal servers. So you are going just to add this accounts. So let's say you and your friend, these 2 accounts to this project, and then all access to this server will be accepted to this project. classical but efficient, and it's something that we don't have now, but it will be something for the several months.
Okay. PY, do not hesitate if you need to complete the answer.
Yes.
Okay, so Nico, similar question. Do you plan to offer an API for metrics?
Yes, it's in our roadmap. I had a connection problem when the first monitoring
Yes.
question, and we are now working on a proof of concept for other monitoring in all Scaleway elements. And the first product product with monitoring feature will be bar meta. And we offer monitoring metrics in the UI and with the API.
Okay, great.
In a few months.
Okay.
It's important regarding the stages. Maybe people know really this kind of stages, but we do a proof of concept internally, which is something that you don't have a possibility to access. But after that, there is several stages. So we start with early stage. So early stage is you request to have this access, and we create an account for you, and we limit that to have the first feedback on the product. Then we move to beta. Beta will come from firstly with a private beta, then a public beta, and then after the beta you have the GA, which is the product available in production for everybody, and you have all the stability from the previous stages. So really important, and all products that you have in GA, don't hesitate to put your production on this one, because it's stable, and we have this product as a company need.
Okay. Another question. Is it planned on adding UDP to the load balancers?
It's not in the roadmap, no.
Nope.
I just asked the developer, and it's not in the roadmap.
Okay. Not yet.
Not yet.
Another question from Anthony. Will it soon be possible to have a bare metal capsule node?
Yes, it's in our roadmap. So it's a good thing, but we are not ready about that. In a few months, we have to provide this possibility.
Okay. And another question from Guillaume. I am interested.
Just maybe, sorry, but maybe for people that they don't know, Capsule is our new Kubernetes platform. And with this platform, you can add resources from instance, so GP and dev and GPU ranges. So yeah, the question for people that they don't know Capsule is the Kubernetes product, and the question was to add a node from bare metal to have purely the hardware dedicated as people want. Yeah, that's something in development, and will be available. Don't want to say this year, because I know that it's not so easy. And for people that they want to have a node with a bare metal, there is different project to do that by yourself.
So the other question from Guillaume, I'm interested as well to know how to plan to give access to monitoring and billing information for your services. Did you already implement a solution to give information about platform process improvements?
Yeah, so how to give access to monitoring and billing information, it's something associated to the, I didn't take the time just before. Yeah, there is project, and there is user access. And under that, there is a kind of IAM, so to manage access and users. And under that, yeah, there is a possibility in the new feature that we are going to add at the end of this 3 sprints, or around in 6 weeks, 5-6 weeks, you are going to get this feature, and it will be possible to say, okay, this account have access only to bills and not to the server, etc. So it will be the case for this first part of the question, and the second part was about did you already implemented a solution to give information about platform process improvements? Yeah. So as Melody said, you can follow us on different platforms. Of course, on social media, Twitter, of course, Facebook and LinkedIn. You can follow us also by creating an account on Slack. So you can go on slack.scaleway.com. You create an account, and then you can discuss directly with us. And there is a public channel where we share different information, and you can get more feedback. Greg is used to do it, and from this Slack you can directly discuss with us. Personally, I'm Larry, my nickname on Slack. You can discuss with Pierre-Yves and all teams to implement, to improve, to fix, etc. And the last thing, to give feedback when you are a user, or when you ask to be in early stage access, we work with you. So until being a user of Scaleway, you are not invited to build our products and to improve it. So we invite you here. And the last thing, it's about roadmap, so improvement, etc. There is different products with the roadmap, and in the future we are going to add a tool for everyone to ask us improvements, fix, etc. Not fix, more new features, new improvements for you. I hope it's enough for the answer.
I don't know. Also, Guillaume, if the part of the question is also to know if you have a website or something to see which update we are doing, you can also see our changelog page, and
right.
It's about all the products, but we are also, of course, available for you to ensure everything. But if you want to just have a look, it's a solution. Maybe I see that Raphael also asked another question, that maybe Laurent, you told that you wanted to make a little demo for him, maybe to.
Yeah, I can. So you not to share my password on my board.
That's better. And just a few words about our next webinar. We have a lot of next webinar. Maybe Maxime, you can put the link on the chat. I know that you already done this, but just to chat a bit about that, we are currently making one webinar per week about different themes. So just do not hesitate to say if you have any idea. The next theme will be about HTTP request. We have another about serverless in English and in French. So do not hesitate. We will be glad to welcome you again.
Here we go. So action, share screen now.
Yes, Raphael is asking a precise question about his environment with 3 servers, etc.
Is it good?
No, For the moment, we can't see.
Oops.
It's loading.
Yeah. So the question was to know when you create. Yeah, it was about an instance and about the IP when you reboot it.
He's saying that in an environment with 3 servers by basic function system, 1 balancer, 2 web servers, and different application servers, in a crash or an NTM version. It was Raphael, if you can write in the chat if it's the another question or if it's I do not use the Scaleway balancing system, but A-shape proxy balancer. And it points against the IPS or the back. Yeah, it's the same topic.
Screen sharing doesn't work. Here we go. We start again.
Yeah, Jérôme Moustache again.
Here we go.
We can't see, it's a black screen.
I see the same. Too much load on my laptop. Maybe if you want and not to keep everyone here, I suggest to contact us just after. You can if you have an account, or if you can create an account on Slack, just create an account, and my nickname is Larry, Larry. And we can discuss directly and maybe discuss with someone in our expert team.
Maxime, if you have time to put the link of our Slack community for Raphael. And I think that's it. Thanks a lot, PY. Thanks a lot, Laurent, for being here. I hope that everyone loved this webinar. I hope that everything was clear. We are happy to have a lot of questions. It means so much to us. So yes, and that's it. If you want to see the video recording about this webinar, it will be posted in a few days in our YouTube channel. As we are making the video alone, it's Colin, who is in the chat, who is doing this. So it's quite a long time, but we will publish it in a few days. So thanks a lot, and have a nice evening. We've been here for 1 hour and 30 minutes, so that's great.
Yeah, I will just to add one more thing. It's not so much commercial, but more to know us. We have different contacts to be directly connected to you. We provide some great platform in the cloud now. Regarding the past and where we are now for everyone, and don't hesitate to contact us. There is we say inside sales internally, but these people work directly with the cloud architect. So regarding your project, regarding where we are, is it really the good company to work and to deploy our platforms? We have this this possibility to build together and follow you in this proof of concept or migration, depending of your platforms. So thank you a lot for being here, and Have a good day. Have a good one. Maybe it's the morning for several of you, or maybe the evening. Have a good evening for them, and have a good day. Bye bye.
Yes. Bye bye. See you.
Bye.